So Aliens meets Aliens Covenant, and then you add Prometheus, throw it all in a blender with some random generic third-person shooter, and the graceful result is Aliens Fireteam Elite.
The foes we're about to face evolved to win at all costs. They don't care about their losses, so long as they're the last ones standing.
Aliens Fireteam Elite, which is a random name for a video game if I ever heard one, gets two things right. The first thing, the most important,
I'll do what I can.
Co-op. Cooperative gameplay, and God knows we need more of these. And the atmosphere of the movies mentioned above. Well, it's not alien isolation atmosphere, but it's something that brings one very close to the movies, to what it was back in the original. Remember Aliens 1986? Yeah, they added the same sound effect to the rifle in this video game. I mean, it really takes you back. From the sound of the weapons, and then you throw in the alien sound, their footsteps, their movement, their screams, the ambient sound, the wind through the rocks, and the soundtrack itself really takes you back to those movies. From a soundstage point of view, I recommend you play this with headphones on. 10 out of 10, it will transport you. But wait, there's even more. Neutral Gender Character Creation Screen, also known as NGCCS. That's right, you heard me. You can create your own male character with a voice of a female and a haircut of a stripper. Female stripper, that is. Hair, so that's me. Hair color. Blue. No, this is... He looks... yeah, voice.
Simplify. Anytime, anywhere. Tag 'em and tag 'em.
Notch up another kill.
We got incoming!
He looks, yeah, that's exactly his voice. Character create, thank you. Oh boy, Aliens Fireteam Elite has got you covered for all of your neutral gender needs. And that's kind of about it. The rest is less good news. I don't want to put a negative vibe on this game or hate on it, trying to keep my sarcasm to a minimum and my optimism high, just so I won't influence the viewers, make you guys feel like this is a less of a AAA game, which it isn't. I don't even know if it's an 1A game. It's just that Aliens Fireteam Elite, what a random name. It's generic, very generic. I mean, I know, so what? Me, you, we play generic games before, but at least it has co-op, right? You can play with two more friends. You're shooting aliens, lots of aliens, with your friends in a generic way. And that must be fun, right? Right? I wouldn't know, because I haven't played it with my friends, and at this point, it's probably very hard for me to recommend this to one of my friends after finishing it and playing it by myself with a bunch of bots. The map, or rather the lack of. I mean, you don't need it because it's not like you're gonna get lost, although it would have been nice to have a map in the home base just to figure out which way is which. I spent 10 minutes trying to figure out where the armory is so I can upgrade my gear. The impossibility of changing resolution, I'm sure they will fix that. How do you press apply? Off. Screen space reflections. Jesus Christ. How do you press apply? Back. Settings. It's not applying the settings. Really? Really? How do you press apply? Because the audio applied. The graphic. How do you navigate tabs? WS. Okay. Full screen. I want it, and this is not my resolution. This is my resolution. How do you Enter? Huh? How do you press apply? How? This is broken, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those games, huh? The two currencies, the main one and the second one, which apparently unlocks character beautification, or the only problem is that you don't know what you're buying and you don't have a preview window. I mean, you're spending something on a new pair of sunglasses, but you don't have a preview window to see how they look on you. I've never seen this implemented in any game. They're selling you all sorts of beautification items, but you cannot see what you're buying. You have to buy it and then see how it kind of looks on you. That's probably going to be fixed later on in future updates. The fact that the story, or the lack of story, they really tried, but it felt like it was just ramble. Even the banter going through the radios during the missions felt stale and unimportant. I couldn't care less. You just have to trigger the main objective, hold a position for a given period of time while all the bad guys, aliens, come at you, and then clear out to the next objective. Even the fact that in Second Extinction, the one that was in beta, and I gave a pretty negative review on that video game, at the end you get to board the spaceship and you get this like cutscene as you're escaping the planet, and you have at least 2 or 3 seconds watching how the dinosaurs swarm around your ship. In Aliens Fireteam Elite, you don't have that. The level just ends, or I say finishes, abruptly. It just stops. The camera freezes and all of a sudden you understand that you finished the level. No cutscene, nothing. It just sends you to another screen which shows you the stats and how many aliens you shot. It's unpolished, unfinished. I felt like we needed something more here. It just... at first I didn't knew if my game froze, it was about to crash, or did I finish the mission. I was confused. Like, what's happening? The list is quite long, and I feel like the more I kind of dive into it, the more I'm gonna sound like I'm hating on this game, which I'm not. Oh, so far this game is quite something. Okay. It's stuck. It's not loading. It's stuck. Nothing's happening. Nothing's... You see? I cannot move the cursor, and this right here on bottom is not spinning. The progress bar is not doing anything. It's stuck. It's stuck. You cannot change the settings and the graphics tab, and it doesn't load the game. Yeah. And there we have it. There we have it. But there's a lot to add or to improve. This game isn't quite yet finished, and maybe it will be 1 year from now on, but it's not there yet. Still, it's better than Second Extinction, and that's quite something. I mean, that's for sure. It's linear, it's fast-paced, you're not getting lost, you have some upgrades. There is some sort of story if you have the patience to listen to it. If not, that's fine. And the cutscenes and the story and everything like that has nothing to do with the movie, so it's not really compensating for something. It's just generic ramble. The performance, not the best, and it feels like a pretty old graphics design, but still, I had roughly around 100 frames, and I couldn't even set my resolution. So that was a bit confusing. My point is, this game felt like it's still in early access or beta. They're selling it as, well, not full price, but they are saying that they finished it, when in fact it feels anything but finished. If they would have sold this for 20 euros instead of 39.99, and they would have said it is in beta, I felt like that would have been more fair. They're selling it as a finished product for 40 bucks. That's a bit steep for what it offers. Here's the thing. If you played every single co-op shooter out there with your friends and there's literally nothing else left, I fully understand. Pick this up and give it a go, right? I mean, it's new, it's probably worth it, hey, go for it. If not, there are other games to choose from when it comes to co-op shooting. It's just hard for me to recommend Aliens Fireteam Elite. And I've played in single player co-op games before just to go back and replay them again when my friends had the time or when they bought the game because I recommended it to them or something like that. This one, I just don't see myself ever playing it again. And as much as I wanted to enjoy it in co-op for the first time, maybe I would have gotten a better vibe from it. I don't see myself coming back to Aliens Fireteam Elite. Just random.
Pardon me.
Yeah,
2
random.
weeks ago. Set up a perimeter, then hit the call button. All my boards just lit up. Brace for it, Marines.